Hi everyone, it's Lou Collins and today I'm sharing with you day 6 of the Papercraft Society Advent Calendar. I'm really excited about this one because it is textures. So I've designed 4 of the days for you, day 6 being the first, and these all work together and coordinate together. So I'm going to show you this one and then check back again in a few days. Now, as always, there are multiple designers across the Advent Calendar. Everybody has their own allocated days and everybody is doing a video to reveal on the day what you can do with their item. And again, with all of them, you're going to be able to mix and match them and create some beautiful projects. So let's take a look and see what we've got in day 6. Now, have you been opening your other days already, or are you now on a catch up? So we have got today a die set. As I say, it's textures by myself. This die set is interesting because you're going to absolutely be able to use everything on its own. But this shape here, this is going to correspond with some items later on in the Advent Calendar. So don't worry if you're thinking, well, that's a bit of an unusual one. It will all become clear later on. So what I'm going to do today is create a card with you with just these elements. And it's going to be a cute little shaker card that you can use absolutely any time of year. So the first thing I'm going to do is take one of the rectangle dies and I'm going to place it onto a mat and layer. Now I have got a 4x6" card base here, and I've cut myself a mat of this beautiful blush pink cardstock that just fits on top, and I think I will pop it just at the top there. So we're looking at using kind of a third of the way down just for that window there. So just running that through my die cutting machine, and we have a cute little window that we can put some shaker elements into. Now I've got a piece of acetate that's going to go behind as the shaker window here. So I want to just cut this down so it will fit. It doesn't need to cover the entire layer. I just need to cut it so there's a nice border around the outside of the window. And you can adhere this acetate with absolutely any adhesive you desire, as long as it will stick to the plastic, of course. Red liner tape is often a common choice for this, but the Creative Craft Products bookbinding glue will actually work equally as well. So I'm going to apply the glue just around the outside of the aperture there, not too close because I don't want any glue coming through to the front, and I'm going to press my acetate in there. So you just want to give that a minute or so to dry and then use some foam tape as well. So the foam tape I'm going to be placing all the way around the edge of my aperture on the inside. So we're still working on the back and this is going over the acetate. So I'm going to snip these and I'm going to put this foam really quite close. So quite tight up against the window. So there's not too many gaps where the shaker pieces will go and you won't see them. You want to make sure you're butting the foam up to each other as well to ensure a really tight seal. Now you're also going to want to use the same foam on the top and bottom of the card so that you can place this onto your card base in a little while and still have the same depth as you've got in the centre. So that's going to sit on my card like this, and we'll glue that on in just a moment, but I want to make my shaker elements and I'm going to be using the leaves and flowers for this. So just some nice pretty springtime botanical elements. I'm going to die cut these. They're nice and tiny, so they're going to be perfect for the shaker pieces. But I'll cut them from some pinks and some greens. So now these pieces are all die cut, I'm going to start thinking about putting my shaker together before decorating the front. So I'm going to lift this up and put all these shaker pieces in the centre here. I've got some little centres as well, little pink centres that have come out of the flowers, but I'm going to leave them in there as an additional extra. And I'm just going to get my tweezers and turn everything round so the colour is facing the outside. There we go. So I think that will be about right. I'm not quite putting that down. I've got my fingers there just making sure that that's in the right place. So now I can peel off the backing from my foam tape from around the window and the rest of the card. And just gently press that over. And as long as your window's sealed, you should have some movement in there with your shaker elements. Now I want to create a frame to go around here, probably a nice gold one. So I'm going to use both of the rectangles together and cut these both at the same time, creating that frame shape out of gold mirror card. And because I'm using both dies at the same time, I'm going to tape them down to ensure there's no movement as they go through the die cutting machine. So there we've got a nice slim frame that's going to fit really prettily around that aperture. So I'm just going to glue that down. And we've got a sentiment die here too that says you are Amazing, and it's a really pretty one. We could put it, of course, anywhere on the card, but I think placing that over the top of the shaker in a dark color like a black or a dark, I think a dark gray would look nice. Placing that over the top so the flowers and leaves will move around behind it. So it turns out I don't actually have a scrap of dark grey cardstock, so instead I'm going to take a lighter grey, and I'm probably going to use an ink just to darken this and then die cut it out instead. Now what I've also done is die cut the same sentiment from black adhesive foam sheets. This way I can raise this up on the window. The adhesion is going to be absolutely perfect, and I've also got that black drop shadow then underneath too. So the foam actually sticks really nicely to the acetate, and then the R is separate, but you can just peel the backing off. You can see clearly whereabouts that needs to sit within the wording. And lastly, we've got some elements around here, so I'm going to use a couple of the butterflies to decorate around the outside. Now I've die cut some of the butterflies from a pale blue cardstock, and the die actually has a stencil feature on it, so I can just ink into the stencil on each of the die cuts and create a little bit of additional detail onto the die cut butterflies. Otherwise they will be a simple silhouette. So as you can see, we've got that little bit of detail just picked out there then. So there we've got a really cute little card that can be for absolutely any occasion, because you can change the theme and the colours, and you've got a shaker element in the middle. You Are Amazing, again, will suit any genre, any occasion you need to craft for, and it's a really fun little die set. Now, as I say, this part of the die set is going to become more obvious. As you work through the days of the Advent, you'll start to see this pattern appearing in other textures days, and they will all work together. So we'll be seeing this die set again later on in the month. So don't forget to check back tomorrow for more inspiration using the next day's Advent. And you can share your makes online and see lots of other inspiration by simply using the hashtag Papercraft Society Advent 2024. Take care, everybody. I'll see you again in a few days' time.